Deputy President Paul Mashatile's ex-girlfriend Noma Mbata has rejected his advisor's out-of-court settlement proposal that would have seen her testify against the ANC heavyweight's other ex-lover, Gugu Nkosi. Keith Khoza, who had applied for protection orders against both Mbata and Nkosi at the Randburg Magistrates Court early this year, proposed to withdraw the matter against Mbata in exchange for her to testify against Nkosi in a legal showdown. The respondent agrees that after the signature date of this settlement agreement, the respondent shall, at the request of the complainant, render all assistance and perform all lawful acts that the complainant considers necessary or advisable in relation to any litigation concerning Gugu Edith Nkosi, in particular the complainant, which was lodged by the complainant under case number before the above honorable court. The complainant hereby withdraws the application against the respondent, reads the settlement agreement draft. The draft also states that Mbata undertook to refrain from contacting Khoza through telephone, electronically or in person, or inciting other third parties to contact him for any reason whatsoever, unless it was only required for legal proceedings. Mbata states the draft would also refrain from referring to or complicating Khoza in any post on social media. She would also avoid, as far as reasonably possible, physical contact and encounters with the complainant, and also not enlist the help of any other person, including but not limited to Gugu Nkosi and any journalist, to contact the complainant according to the draft. It further states that Mbata should not threaten or intimidate and not trespass on Khoza's property or stalk him, adding that neither Mbata nor Khoza would slander, defame, or badmouth each other verbally, on social media, or via any means to any third parties. To this end, the respondent further undertakes that she will not make any publications of the complainant, including inter alia, but not necessarily limited to conducting interviews with news outlets and social media, transmitting correspondence via her organization, Izwilabati Forum, posting on WhatsApp groups or status updates, or any other form of media that is available and accessible by third parties or the public. Kuvashan Padaik, Khoza's lawyer, wrote that the content and scope of the agreement were confidential between the parties and would not be disclosed to anyone, and stated that any disclosure would be deemed a breach of the agreement. However, Sanderwold understands that Mbata repudiated the draft. When contacted, Mbata said, "I am not sure where you got your information and I'm not able to comment." Khoza referred the questions to his lawyer, who became hostile and characterized this reporter, demanding to know where the publication obtained the information. Sanderwold can reveal that the lawyer drafted the proposed agreement after meeting with Mbata's legal team outside the court in April. This comes after Mbata and Nkosi's first appearance in court for Khoza's application for an interim protection order against the duo. The lawyer later told this publication, "Regrettably, our client is precluded from entertaining and dignifying speculative queries about a purported settlement agreement you may be in possession of. The matter remains before the courts and is certainly not settled. The hearing is imminent." Any settlement agreement, for that matter, remains the subject matter of without prejudice communications, which means that it is protected from disclosure to any third party. This privilege can be waived if both parties to the dispute agree to waive legal privilege. I have spoken to Ms. Mbata's attorney, Mr. Van de Mere, who confirmed that his client has not waived the privilege, nor has our client or that matter. In such circumstances, your suggestion that the order is to muzzle Ms. Mbata is preposterous. According to source close to the matter, the lawyer, along with 3 other, approached Mbata's lawyers Herman Vendemare and Graylin attorneys before the case started and proposed a possible settlement agreement. Eyewitnesses said this happened in full view of people who were in court, including members of the ANC's Women League who were in court to support Mbata and Nkosi. An insider alleged that Khoza and his lawyers were based on the contents of their draft agreement, seemingly trying to get Mbata to throw Nkosi under the bus. The intention of Keith and Kuvashan was not only to muzzle Noma, but to turn her against Gugu, said an insider. When they proposed the settlement, they wanted to draft a document that Kuvashan would send to Noma's lawyers with terms and conditions. Kuvashan produced with the drafting of the document and sent it to Noma's lawyers. Khoza dragged Mbata and Nkosi to court after complaining that they were harassing him on social media.